NBA is back, and I am back to give you some more props, get you winning some money here tonight in the NBA action, guys. I am pumped up because we are going to have a phenomenal opportunity to be making a lot of money during this NBA season, and we're going to be doing it via the Betr app, guys. If you do not have the Betr app, I cannot say enough. Get it right now. I'm going to be doing a full breakdown, giving you guys the first 6-pick dynamic play that I did lock in, that I did send over to my VIP members, using the same process that went into these NHL picks, right? Similar process. I mean, they're different sports, there's different markets, etc. But a lot of the same concepts, a lot of the same things that I'm going over in my NHL content that led to these results, I'm going to be going over in this NBA video. Guys, $200 deposit match on Betr. Use my link down below. Use my promo code KJKDFest. They're going to match you up to $200. That's going to give you a ton of different money to be locking in these plays. I'm going to be giving you as much free content as I can throughout the season. But the VIP package is really going to be where it's at. If you're listening along, I'm going to try to make you enough money for free for you to be able to just purchase the VIP. Always the goal, right? But if you don't have it, now is the time to join. Once again, we will have the NHL action going on. We've been crushing that. We'll have the NBA action going on. So I'm going to have NHL plays over there tonight. I'm probably not going to be able to get an NHL video out because of the NBA opening night. I'm just going to focus on the NBA. I know everyone's excited. NBA's back, so I'm going to be dropping this NBA video instead of the NHL today, but I will have more plays over there in the NHL streets as well. So I would highly recommend you jump over there. Betr doesn't have pushes, guys. In the NBA, that's a massive deal. Like, I cannot say it enough. Get this app and let's crush. So I'm going to be breaking it down, explaining exactly why it's such good value on this app throughout this video. You're going to see in real time. But there's going to be a bunch of different opportunities to make money now with all these sports going on. You're going to really want 3 apps. I'm trying to constantly improve my content. So I'm going to be coming on here giving you Prizepicks, Underdog Fantasy, and Betr. All VIP plays, all plays that I'm actually playing for free as much as possible. So take advantage of every single deposit match. Tonight, you're really going to want Betr, right? But we do have more offers. With the NBA season coming on, there's going to be a bunch of different promos, a bunch of different opportunities to make money is the bottom line. Is what I'm getting at, right? So Betr will match you all the way up to $200. Prizepicks, if you play $5, you're going to get $50 instantly with my promo code KJKDFest. Links down below. I'll pin it as the top comments, guys. Just use my links to make it easy on you. And then the other one you're going to want is going to be Underdog Fantasy. Once again, a really good deposit match, some really good offers with the NBA starting. They're going to match you all the way up to $1,000. You're going to get up to a $1,000 bonus with my promo code KJKDFS with my link down below, right? So those are the 3 you're going to really want. I'm going to be giving you guys as many free plays as I can on the channel on those 3 apps throughout the NBA season. We might have some live streams. I'm excited, okay? Bottom line, just get all 3 of those if you can. But the priority for tonight, and the priority, honestly, is going to be Betr. So I'll just make that known. The only excuse you have for not getting this app and winning a bunch of money with me is if you're in a state where they don't have it, or if you're not of age to get the app yet, because I believe Betr you have to be 21 as compared to others, you have to be 18. But outside of that, that's the only feedback I've gotten. That should be stopping you. So let's get into this thing, man. Let's break down these plays. I'm pumped up. I'm locking in on Betr tonight, and this is what I got, okay? So let's break these plays down, play by play. They just updated this app too, by the way. It looks phenomenal. But anyways, you can see, so they're going to break your tickets on by game now, which I like. So we can talk about the first game tonight. That's going to kick off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And these are the 4 picks that I got in that game. We got the Josh Hart over 12.5 rebounds and assists. The Derek White over 3.5 rebounds. Jason Tatum under 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists in the Miles McBride over. Deuce McBride, as they call him. 8.5 points, right? So let's break these plays down. Why did this guy click these buttons? I use multiple tools with a bunch of different data sets, millions, thousands of dollars dumped into these data sets to find these plays every single day. One of which is going to be the Daily Guy Fantasy Optimizer, guys. If you do not have this tool, would highly recommend you check them out. They're going to hook you up with a 25% off discount with my link down below. Once again, I'll just pin all my links, top comment, make it easy on you. But I have the Prizepicks board pulled up. You can see on Prizepicks, they do not have this prop available. The best prop you can be taking on Prizepicks is the over 21.5 points rather than assists. I guarantee by the time I release this video, this prop's probably going to be gone or moved up to 22 even, because Prizepicks is very quick with it. He's a heavy favorite at minus 158 on the over 21.5. PRA. But then if we go to his rebounds and assist prop, really heavily favoring this prop tonight is FanDuel. He's all the way up to minus 158, guys. On Betr, we're getting minus 121 implied odds in a 6-pick dynamic play. Josh Hart, if you're an NBA fan, you know this guy, nitty-gritty player. He rebounds the basketball, he assists. He's like the glue guy on this team, right? So he seems to always just rack up a ton of rebounds, a ton of assists. That's what he does. He's not much of a scorer, but he's going to do it in every other way possible for his team to get a win. And just a bunch of different data. Another tool, guys. 7 days completely free with this tool. Another phenomenal tool that I'm using every day. Outlier. Down below, they're going to give you that 7 days free. See, they're giving this a 55% chance to hit in the over 12.5. Look at this, man. 80% hit rate in his last 10 games. He's exceeded 12.5 rebounds and assists in 8 of his last 10. 16.4 rebounds and assists per game. That's just what he does, man. That's literally what he does. And then you look at the Boston defense. You can break this down by literally every position with Outlier as well. You can see they're 21st overall against the shooting guard position at giving up those rebounds, which is what Josh Hart plays. He's kind of a small forward as well. He's kind of like a 2-3 guard, but you could practically list him as a power forward. Like I said, he's just a guy that goes all over the floor. Doesn't quite have the height to be listed as a power forward, but you get what I'm saying. He'll be down low all the time. So you can list him at the 2 or 3 position, essentially. They're giving him 13 rebounds per game, 13 assists per game at the 3 position, 21 rebounds per game. And the other beautiful thing is the Knicks coaching staff doesn't mess around with minutes. I mean, they'll run these guys into the ground. They play a ton of different minutes. So that's all fantastic for Josh Hart for the play number 1. Over 12.5 rebounds and assists. And like I said, another really good data point to be looking at is Prizepicks. Prizepicks is very smart. And they do have pushes on Prizepicks compared to Betr. You can see he's already been moved up to 13 even, which is a really big deal in NBA. I cannot say it enough. Do not play these push lines. Do not play bumps in NBA because the lines are so precise. So that's why it's such a big deal to be able to get this 12.5 on Betr. And that's why Betr, like I said, I'm so pumped up for the season. Last year, they were kind of new. I got a little taste of what it's going to be like on Betr for NBA, and it's a beautiful thing, man. They don't have those pushes at the 13 even. It's either got to be 13.5 or 12.5, or they can take it off the board. But getting in at 12.5 is a big, big deal. I brought up that FanDuel line, like seriously good prop, right? All the way up to like minus 158 or something crazy. So that's play number 1. Plays number 2 and 3 are going to be the Derek White over 3.5 rebounds and the Jason Tatum under 41.5 PRA. So let's break those down real quick. We can kind of speed things up now that you kind of get the intro and kind of what's going on here with this Betr action for NBA. It's just going to be insane value, man, that you just can't get on these other apps. So I can't say it enough. Like, I am so excited. You can see the under 41.5. He's at minus 132 on the under on Pinnacle, all the way to 40.5 on a lot of books, which for the points, rebounds, and assist prop, certain props are different than others. Like, being an entire one-off for the PRA prop is a really huge deal in NBA. So another just big edge we're getting that we can't get on Prizepicks, that we can get on Betr. I can't say it enough. Like, this is why I get so excited. You can't get this value on these other apps. I think the results are going to be a lot of green on our screen this season. So another really, really good prop with a ton of value with a 54.04% chance to hit on Betr. If we go ahead and type him in to Prizepicks, we're going to see that we cannot get that value. Unfortunately, he's at 41 even, which we're only looking at a 51.49% chance to hit if we were to take it at that push line. So once again, I would not recommend you do that. Take that edge that you're getting with the 54%. It's hard enough to win as is, right? Why are we going to set ourselves up to fail when we can just go over to another app with some better value, lock this in this particular case, really, really good play. Right, then we got Derek White over 3.5 rebounds, another phenomenal prop here. If we go ahead and look at him, minus 146 on FanDuel, ridiculous. Minus 142 on BetOnline, another really sharp book, just heavily favoring this over 3.5, right? So it's really good. And we can't get it on Prizepicks, unfortunately, guys. Like, he's not listed, right? There's no rebound prop listed over here. You got the points, PRA, assists, It's not available, unfortunately, right? The Tatum, it's bumped down. So another push line, right? I'd recommend getting the edge you can get over on Betr. That's just, I come on to try to give you guys the best advice possible to help you make money. That's my job here, right? Then we can break down the statistics as well. As always, use an outlier, right? There's going to be a bunch of different data to back every single play that I'm playing. Derek White, the over 3.5 rebounds is the best, one of the best props on the entire board for him. And if we go ahead, let's refresh this actually. Make sure we have the latest and greatest data, right? You can see his last 10, he's hitting this at a 90% hit rate. I have it sorted by hit rate in this particular case, which is actually insane. I mean, guys, he exceeded 3.5 rebounds in 10 of his last 11 games, averaging 5 rebounds on average at a 91% hit rate. That's insane, and he's at the shooting guard position, which we can break down. Not the greatest of matchups, but once again, we have minus 180 on Caesars, minus 148 on Caesars, minus 150 BetMGM, minus 152 FanDuel, minus 169 on Underdog. This is an insanely good prop to be getting. He's getting 9.1 rebounding chances per game over 36.9 minutes. Here were the supporting stats. Just like an insanely good prop, man, to be taken here tonight, right? So that's all the data that's going into every single one of my plays. You get the point, but I mean, I just want to make it known. There's a ton of different data, a ton of different value to be had on this app in particular. So you couldn't tell I'm excited. I kind of made that known, but once again, like, this is just really good stuff. Minus 144 on the over 8.5 points here for Miles McBride. On Betr at the 8.5 line, another just really phenomenal prop that's heavily favored across these markets. He's actually up to 9.5 on DraftKings with minus 120 on the over still. So once again, an entire higher point up is a really big deal in NBA. NBA, the market is so dang precise, man. The amount of times you're going to either win or lose a prop by one throughout the NBA season, you will be amazed if you're new to this. If you're not new to this, you probably already know. So like every piece of edge we can get is a really big deal. Heavily favored, minus 144 on the over on FanDuel. If we go over to Outlier, we once again will have a bunch of more supporting statistics. For this prop, right, let's type him in, Miles McBride, the implied probability here. I like to go ahead and sort it by that. The hit rate last 10 we talked about with that Derek White. They have all these different options that you can be sorting these statistics by. But in this particular case, we want his points. You can see, once again, he's listed at 9.5 in some places, Prizepicks being one of them. But we are actually getting his over 8.5, which is a big deal, right? Because he's all the way up to minus 151 on Caesars, minus 144 on the over on that. And he's exceeded 7.5 points in 5 of his last 6 games on the road, averaging 11.7 points per game on average. So all these, he would have cleared the over 8.52 outside of this one where he took on Philly and only put up 8. But then he is at the point guard position, which Boston, 21st overall, giving up 25 points per game to the point guard position specifically, so it's a good matchup for him as well. The market knows all this stuff, right, guys? 25 minutes per game, 9.2 attempts. We obviously want him to be shooting the ball as much as possible. We're taking it over. Market all knows this stuff. FanDuel knows this stuff. All the data that I'm using to find these plays, indicating that this is a really good play here. So that's all that's going into every single play, and then we can just speed things up here and wrap it up, guys, because I do want to just kind of, at the end of the day, give you the plays and win you some money, right? That's always the goal. So Josh Hart over 12.5 rebounds and assists. It's bumped up on Prizepicks. Jason Tatum under 41.5. It's bumped down. We got the McBride 8.5. I like doing this side by side because, once again, Prizepicks is very smart, right? So it's a good app to be comparing to Betr when you're locking in your plays, just because you can see the difference in the value we're getting here, right? It's kind of a good template to be going by. And then the last two is going to be the Austin Reeves under 4.5 assists and the LeBron James over 3.5 turnovers. There's going to be a bunch of different market data to support these plays. No surprise to you guys if you've been watching my content, if you've been listening along here. But let's pull it up and let's review it for you guys so you can see in real time the data, right? All that's going into this. And you're going to see for Betr Austin Reeves, going to be heavily favored on all of these different sports books to hit his under 4.5 assists. Pinnacle, sharpest sports book in the world, minus 138, minus 132 on FanDuel, minus 130 on DraftKings. He's all the way up to minus 133 BetOnline, minus 142. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different sports books that have to set appropriate lines to not lose money. Millions of dollars invested are making you risk more than you're going to win on the under because they're saying it's so much more likely to happen. We are going to make you risk more money. That's how that works. So we can take advantage on a site, on an app like Betr. And then the LeBron James. Last prop. This one in particular really stuck out to me from a DraftKings aspect. You can see it isn't listed as like the best prop on Betr because these optimizers are just pulling in multiple data points for these other props. But guys, he's at minus 145 on DraftKings to exceed over 3.5 turnovers. Like, that's insane. If you're telling me I'm getting a prop on an app such as a Betr where I'm getting minus 121 implied odds, and I'd have to log on to DraftKings Sportsbook, like arguably the biggest monopoly sportsbook there is, and I'd have to get in at minus 145, I am signing up for that every single time. I am locking that into my slip with confidence. If it doesn't work out that night, I don't care. I know long term, if I'm taking props on Betr on these player props apps that are favored at minus 145 on DraftKings, and I'm getting minus 121 in a 6-pick dynamic play, I am going to make a lot of money long term. That's just facts. Like, that's insane. And unfortunately, once again, if I type him in here on Prizepicks, his turnover line isn't available. So I'd love to promote some more Prizepicks plays to you guys for you Prizepicks users, because I know I'm going to get that in the comments. But guys, if the value isn't there, I can't promote it to you on this particular night. I know it's an opening night. I know everyone's really excited for the NBA to be back. I will have Prizepicks picks throughout the season. So once again, if you've been tuning into my content, if you're going to be coming back, get the Prizepicks app as well. Get that deposit match. Get the Betr app for these picks tonight. I'll be giving you Betr plays, Prizepicks plays, underdog fantasy plays all season long here on this channel. We're just going to be finding the best possible plays, and I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a lot of Betr picks, which is a beautiful thing. Like, it's a really good opportunity here to be making some money throughout this NBA season, as you can see. So you're going to be wanting to play a 6-pick dynamic entry with this value that we're capturing. It is optimal. You're getting the best bang for your buck long term. That's what I teach, right? So if you get 4 out of 6 correct, you're still going to profit money, right? I have $250 to win $5,000. Obviously, I want that big $5,000 win, right? We all do. But long term, if you're hitting 4 or more of your picks in these slip types, you're not losing money. You're making money. You're just building money in your account, building money in your account, building money in your account, right? So you want to be running the 6-pick dynamic entry. And you want to be playing this over on Betr tonight because of that difference in value that we're getting, right? Can't say enough how big of a deal this is, man. I really can't. It's insane the plays we're getting here tonight. And this is a very small 2-game NBA opening night slate. So tomorrow we're going to have a bunch of games. I'll have a bunch more plays. I will have NHL picks over in the VIP as well tonight. This is a free VIP slip for you. I'm always backing my plays in my own money. If you do want to get access to all my plays as soon as I place them, guys, hop over on the VIP. I'll have that link down below with my deposit match links, all that fun stuff. Would love to have you join. I am amped up for the NBA season. You can hop in there. You can pay annually, get a 16% discount, or you can pay $49.99 a month. Get access to all these plays. It's $1.66 a day. I have a ton of money, a ton of resources dumped into this to find the best possible value for you guys. And I want to make it as affordable possible while getting compensated for all the dang work I put into it, because it's a lot. But thank you for tuning in. Let's cash in on these plays. We can do a quick little review before I head out, but I think it's pretty apparent. I think I've made it pretty clear what I'm playing. But hey, why not? Let's talk about it. Josh Hart over 12.5 rebounds and assists. Derek White over 3.5 rebounds. Jason Tatum under 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Miles McBride over 8.5 points. Austin Reeves under 4.5 assists. And the LeBron James over 3.5 turnovers. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Wishing you all the best of luck on your NBA player props for this NBA opening night, and we will see you in the next one.